If you've been showing up, putting in the effort, being consistent, and you still don't feel like your efforts have been rewarded, this video will probably resonate with you. Hi, I'm Jackie, and I have been posting on YouTube for 6 whole months now, every single week a long form video. And it took me until now, 6 months later, 26 videos later, to reach 100 subscribers. And actually, I hit 101 and then I dropped back down to 99. So I'm not even at 100 subscribers as I'm recording this, but close enough. You know what I mean? I did hit the 100 subscribers at one point. But even though that wouldn't fit someone's typical definition of what a successful 6 months on YouTube would look like, I still feel like it was wildly successful. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about how I set myself up for feeling like success was something that I could actually control and not how many people watched my videos or how many people subscribed to my videos. I'm going to talk about the ups, the downs, what it's felt like being on this creator journey, and I'm going to talk about what my plan is going forwards. One of the very best things that I did for myself at the very beginning of this journey was set myself up for success by defining very clearly what success was. So a lot of times people start a YouTube channel because they want to grow a huge following or they want to create a business. But for me, I genuinely just wanted to try it out. I wanted to see if I was capable of putting myself out there, to see if I was capable of recording myself every week, to see if I was capable of consistency and learning a new skill. And I also just wanted to have something that I was excited about. A lot of people, I feel like they run a marathon or they go to business school or they do something like that when they're feeling stuck, or maybe even they have kids. I didn't want to do any of those things. So for me, I want my project to be starting a YouTube channel, because I think a lot of times people find big purpose in doing those things. So that's genuinely what I was looking for more than anything else, was just having a sense of purpose and proving to myself that I could show up and that I could do something that was difficult, because I have wanted to have some sort of online presence, whether that be a YouTube channel, an Instagram page, a fitness channel, whatever it may be. I wanted to do that for over a decade, literally over a decade, and I haven't actually done it. Okay, do I genuinely want to keep holding on to this dream, wondering what if, or do I want to pursue it and actually see if I even, one, like it, or two, if I can be successful at it? So I decided that I was going to do it because I was sick of just wishing that I was a content creator or that I was a business owner or that I was creating something online. And I decided that I was going to do it. I was going to commit to that. I was going to become the kind of person who posts videos on the internet. And I succeeded in that. I have done that. Every single week when I would post a video, I would celebrate. It did not matter how many people watched it. It did not matter if anyone commented or subscribed or did any of those things, because I defined my success as the fact that I did it, the fact that I put myself out there, the fact that I did a video, the fact that I got a little bit better than last time. So every single week I would celebrate. I would be so excited that I did it. I would look at the numbers still, and it would be really exciting if a video was taking off or doing better than the others, but that didn't really matter. That was so secondary. The first thing was that I was actually proving to myself that I could do something that was hard. And that's huge. If you are putting yourself out there creatively, it is incredibly courageous of you. It is something that is so scary, and so many people want to do this but are too afraid to ever start. So the fact that you've started is amazing. Honestly, do not let anyone make fun of you for it. Do not let anyone try to tear you down, because you are doing something that so many people are too afraid to do. And that is huge. You are chasing after your dreams, and that is something that you should be proud of. And I'm so proud of myself that I told myself I was going to do this. I was going to show up every single week for 6 months. And I did it. That is huge. That is so much more fulfilling than any number of subscribers could be, because I proved to myself that I can do it. I've started to trust myself more. I've started to believe in myself more, not because the numbers show it, but because I know that I can do it. I know that I can be consistent, and I am so, so excited and proud of myself for doing that. So if you've been showing up, I am so proud of you too. And I hope that you hear that often enough from the people around you, but if you don't, I am so proud of you. Okay, the next thing that I did to set myself up for success was that I saw it as an experiment. I didn't think so deeply about it. I didn't get all strategic and map out exactly what kind of content I wanted to create, who I wanted to create for, do all of those things. I did have a little bit of that behind the scenes, but it wasn't that deep. It wasn't like, hey, every single time I post a video, it needs to reach this specific audience. It needs to do this. No, I was creating for the purpose of creating. I was hoping that it would change people's lives. I was hoping that it would touch people's lives and that it would have an impact on them, but I wasn't putting so much pressure on it. Again, the main goal was to prove to myself that I could be a creator. The point of doing this all was to have a creative outlet. So I got to experiment with different kinds of videos, different kinds of topics. Do I like vlogging? Do I like sitting down and chatting? What kind of things do I actually like to do? And turns out they're all kind of fun for different purposes. And I think that there is a way that I can kind of tailor all of those things to create a very cohesive YouTube channel that does reach the people that I'm trying to reach, and that does serve people, and that does actually give a positive impact on other people's lives. But at the very beginning, it doesn't need to be that. It really doesn't. You get to have fun with it, because that is such an important part. Like, you will never be successful in YouTube. You will never be able to stay on YouTube long enough if you're not having fun with the journey. So for me, having fun with it was a number one priority. If I wasn't having fun, if a video didn't sound like fun to create, if I was trying to vlog and I just couldn't get myself into it, then I didn't. I pivoted. I did some sort of different video. And again, it was so much more important to me that I just put a video out every week than that I put out a perfect video every single week. So I was consistent. I showed up and I had fun with it. Okay. So that is another piece of advice that I have for you if you're just starting out, or if you are in a place where you feel like you're behind or like you might want to give up. Just do whatever you can to try to have more fun with it. Maybe you do want to pivot. Maybe you want to speak to different people. Maybe you want to post about something that you've never posted about before. Have fun with it. Experiment. It does not need to be that deep. It really can be a fun, creative project if that's what you choose. And that's what it was for me. And I'm so glad that I did that, because there's no way that I would have stuck with it for 6 months if I wasn't having fun. I had so much fun with it. I found myself getting into a flow state when I was editing, something that I never thought I would do ever. I found myself like having a blast vlogging. My husband and I went to Cancun and I vlogged the whole trip, and I had so much fun with it. And now we have so many memories from that trip that we wouldn't have had otherwise. And it was so much fun. I loved it. I got to post about whatever I was thinking about in the moment. I got to post about whatever I felt like creating about. And that made it so much more fun. The very beginning of this journey isn't meant to be you being super strategic and super purposeful. You can just have fun. You can just create, because now I've built this identity of I am a creator. So now that I have that identity, maybe now I want to lock in and get more strategic. But at the very beginning, you're just trying to build an identity that you are a creator. You're just trying to have fun with it. So please take the pressure off of yourself and just have fun with it. Stop looking at the numbers. Stop feeling like you need to reach this amount of people or else it's a failure. No, do it for yourself. Do it so that you can have a passion project that you're excited about. If you are not having fun, then it's probably not the right thing for you to be doing, or you're making it too deep when it doesn't need to be that way. Creativity flows the best when you're having fun, when you are creating from a place of excitement and openness, not from a place of lack and like fear and need. Okay, the next thing that I did to set myself up for success was I kept it completely quiet. I did not tell any of my friends about it. I did not tell my family about it. The only person who knew about it was my husband. And I did this strategically. In the past, I've had Instagram accounts that I've started and different things like that. And I've started posting, but I've come up against a wall because I feel all this pressure, right? If I'm not seeing the numbers that I would like to be seeing, I feel like other people are noticing that and making fun of me. And one, if they are, who cares? You are putting yourself out there. Again, that's huge. That is amazing. But for me, I just knew that was a huge block. If I had people that I knew watching me and seeing my slow growth, it would have felt more embarrassing. It would have felt scarier. It would have felt more high pressure. So for me, keeping it a secret until I was ready to share, and I'm still not ready to share. It's been 6 months. I still haven't told my friends about this channel, and that's okay. Because to me, it was like my secret fun thing that I could do. I felt like I could talk about whatever topics that I wanted, because it felt like I was just putting them out to, just blank space where I wasn't going to run into anyone that I knew, or I wasn't going to stumble upon a bunch of people that I went to high school with who were secretly making fun of me in group chats. And that just, again, gave me so much more creative freedom, and it took so much pressure off of me. I don't have to constantly be asked by people, even if it's from a loving space, oh, how's the YouTube channel going? If it's so early on that you're still feeling kind of like uncertain about it, you're not necessarily proud of it yet because you're learning how to create, but you don't feel like you're super proud of the product that you've put out there yet, that can feel like so much pressure. I knew for me, if people were asking me like, hey, how's the YouTube channel going? I feel like that would get me to focus on the numbers and the things that didn't matter. So for me, I am so happy that I've kept it secret. It makes me feel so much more free. And maybe if you haven't started a channel yet, that would be my advice to you is keep it secret, keep it sacred. That's the thing. It doesn't need to be something that you're ashamed of, but keep it sacred. When it's something that you put out in the universe too earlier, that you allow people to criticize and to see too soon, it might be at a place where it's just so vulnerable and so raw and new that people can like snatch it away before you actually ever get to a place where you feel comfortable and confident and excited about it. So feel free to grow in silence. Feel free to not let anyone know about it. Feel free to hold it close to your heart and have it be this secret project that you're working on behind the scenes that people don't know about. I want to allow you to have that mindset of like, this can be something that is just secret and sacred for me. And then the final thing that I think has helped me actually stay consistent is that I didn't give myself too big of a goal. Right? My goal was one long form video every single week. That felt super doable. That felt like something that I could handle every week, right? If I had told myself I'm going to post on YouTube, post on TikTok, post on Instagram, and I'm going to do X amount of videos per week, and I need to do 2 long form videos and all of these things, I would have been too overwhelmed. For me, it was like, okay, currently, when I first started, I am posting 0 times a week on all of my social media. Okay, so what seems realistic from there, right? Is 3 videos going from 0 to 3 realistic? Maybe if you have a ton of time on your hands, but for me, it just wasn't. For me, I knew I could commit to 1 video. So I didn't overcommit. I said, I'm going to do 1 video every single week. And that's what I did. Occasionally, I threw in a couple shorts and I think they performed really well. And I think that's something that would really help my YouTube channel grow faster, but I wasn't ready for that yet. I couldn't commit to posting shorts every single week, so I haven't yet. So I took a pause because I was noticing that I was focusing on my shorts and then my long form videos were harder to make because I had focused too much effort onto these shorts. So I stopped doing the shorts. Even though I was seeing success with them, I switched back to my long form because I told myself for 6 months, every single week, I was going to post 1 long form video. So I went back to that very realistic, very achievable goal. And that is why I've continued to stick with it for 6 months. I didn't put too much pressure on myself. I didn't overcommit. I did what I knew I could do, and I stuck with it. Okay, so if I could give you 4 pieces of advice, if you are new on your journey or if you've been at it for a while and you feel like you're quitting and your growth is a little bit slower than you would like, the first thing that I would say is define what success is for you and have that be something that is totally in your control. Have that be something that you can achieve on your own, not dependent upon how many people subscribe to you or how many people comment or any of those things. Have it be something that is action oriented that you can commit to. Number 2, I want you to focus on having fun. Fun needs to be a priority in your creative process. It just has to be. Otherwise, you're not going to want to stick with it. Number 3, feel free to keep it secret and keep it sacred. That is something that has helped me so much, and I want to recommend it to you. And then last but certainly not least, make sure that you don't overcommit. Set yourself a goal that is actually achievable and feels realistic without feeling overwhelming. Slow growth is still growth. I'm rooting for you. I really hope that this video is helping you and you now feel a little bit more inspired to keep going because you never know. I am so excited for the day that I have 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, and I can point people back to this video and say, hey, after 6 months of posting every single week on YouTube, I barely hit 100 subscribers. And now look where I am. I'm so excited for that moment. And I have such a strong belief in myself that I know that's going to happen because I'm not going to quit. Yeah, I haven't seen that success yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not coming. Now, all of that to say that I am super proud of myself and I am so excited and so happy that I decided to commit to this for the past 6 months. But that doesn't mean that there haven't been ups and downs and moments that I've wanted to quit. The moments where I'm like, this sucks. I put like 10 hours into editing the video and then it only got 30 views. That can feel so defeating. But if you go back to your why, if you go back to why you started, if you go back to what your definition of success is, it's so much easier to keep going. And I have continued to reflect upon all of the positive impacts that YouTube has had on my life, even before those subscribers have came. For example, I feel so much more confident. I have learned hard skills like editing videos. I have learned how to talk to a camera and how to reduce the amount of ums and likes that I've said. And I also just have noticed how much more vibrancy life has again. I was looking for a passion project to help me stay engaged with life, to help me be excited again, to help me want to get out of bed in the morning. And YouTube has brought me that. It's not about the number of people that are following. It's about how much fun I've had creating and how much impact I've had. And there have been messages that came in that have said, hey, this is exactly what I needed to hear. For example, I posted a video about the courthouse wedding experience that me and my husband decided to go with. And so many people have watched that video and said, thank you for this. It's given me permission to feel like I can choose what I want to do with my wedding day and not what everyone else is saying that I need to do. Comments like that, they change everything. If I have posted for 6 months consistently, if I have spent, let's say I've spent 500 hours on this YouTube channel, and I've done it just so that 4 people would have commented on that one video saying, thank you. This makes me feel like I can do what I want with my life, that I can do what I value with my life and not what other people say that I should value, then it's worth it. If this video has resonated with you, feel free to check out my other videos. Feel free to comment down below. I want to hear about your journey. Are you in a similar position where you've been posting for a while, or maybe you're brand new to your journey, or maybe you have had amazing success and you want to just be an expander for me because maybe it was a little bit slower for you at the beginning. I would love to hear what you're working on, and I would love it if you stuck around. I would love to build a community here. I don't want this to be the Jackie Show. I want this to be a place where women can gather and cheer each other on and build lives that are aligned with their values and that are full of soft discipline that actually feels good, and habits and routines that are in alignment with your best version of yourself. And that's what I'm here to do. I want to empower women. I want to equip women to feel like they can become the very best version of themselves. And that is why I created this channel. I want to have fun with it. I want to keep creating, and I want to continue to prove to myself that I can keep showing up even when there is no applause. And I want that same thing for you. I think that's all I have for you. So until next time, I truly hope that you have the very best day. That's meant to be a heart, but like it's a little hard to do that with a mic in my hand. Have a good one, guys.